your boy Kleis and Callen.
Doing it for Jimmy Fallon.
And Brian Callen.
Best movies of 2008 right here.
We did 2099. Not 2000. We did 1999 and 1994.
But
now we're back with 2008.
That's right.
3, 2, 1. Oh, it was Dark Knight and Iron Man. Shia LaBeouf swinging from vines like he's Spider-Man. Superheroes Hulk and Hancock. Get smart with Steve Carell and Dwayne The Rock. A curious case. Some wrestling moves. It's Hellboy 2. It's Kristen Stew. Poe knows Kung Fu. This song comes from Mamma Mia. Brad Pitt, John Malkovich. John Malkovich.
Yo, I'm back again. And we're talking about 2008 movies. This is a good one. So many movies to talk about, and plenty that won't even make the list because that'll just take too long.
And I'm Kleis.
I'm Callen, if you hadn't already heard in the intro. I think we mentioned it.
Well, I think we did.
But it's in the channel name as well, so you know who we are if you're here.
I hope so.
Should we get into it?
We should.
First movie on the list, Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr., comeback role for him after a
treacherous few years.
Downturn in his life, but no better way to come back than this, and it's, I mean, look, it's what.
Yeah,
what's
look at
happened.
the legacy it left.
Yeah.
We're talking about Iron Man, obviously. I don't know if we said that, did we?
I did. I said Iron Man.
Did you?
Yeah, I did say it.
I don't think you did, but whatever.
I did. I mean, the franchise that this movie spawned is now the biggest of all time.
Yeah.
And this movie, imagine if it hadn't worked.
Yeah.
Imagine if this movie had been bad. But yeah, I remember going to see this in 2008.
I think I also went and saw this in 2008.
Yeah, really liked it.
These movies we were actually able to go see in 2008.
Yeah, we're actually alive for these. So
unlike the 99 and 1994, which is a bit of a change.
But yeah, Iron Man, really good. Hopefully people don't forget too much about it since it was the one that started it all. But
I think that's what gives it the edge over a few other movies.
Yeah, because it does kind of have like the generic plot you'd come to expect and generic villain from most Marvel movies that followed. But since it had started, it's not like too much of a critique, I think. Yeah, I don't like what.
I think Robert Downey Jr. is the perfect casting.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I just can't picture anyone else.
Neither, and I don't know how they're ever going to recast him. To be honest, I mean
they're not going to.
Yeah, but like they might recast Iron Man and we have someone else who does really good. But yeah, Robert Downey Jr. perfect casting.
I just think he was a perfect face of the MCU.
Yeah, and just what like. This movie just meant so much for movies.
Well, when we look back on it now, it does.
Like at the time, you're just like, oh yeah, Iron Man. But the post-credit scene, Samuel L. Jackson comes out.
Yes, Lawrence Fishburne, obviously.
Yeah, announcing that they're planning for the Avengers. So there was, I think, one thing with Marvel that they did really well. I think they'd done it before with the post-credit scenes, but they wouldn't have their setup for other movies in the movie, so it didn't feel like out of place and shit. They'd have, the post-credit scenes worked really well in that way. And everyone got real hyped up for what followed, so good on you, Iron Man. You've done well. You did well.
Speaking of doing well, The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a good movie. It's just an incredible movie.
Yeah. 2008, Iron Man started the MCU, Dark Knight, the best superhero movie of all time. I mean, just
Heath Ledger's performance in this, incredible. Incredible.
Maybe the best villain ever in a movie.
No, best performance of ever.
Yeah, I mean, that could easily be argued. So controversial at the time. Everyone's like, why are you casting Heath Ledger as the Joker? Because he's like just like this young, good-looking guy that, you know, was in rom-coms pretty much.
And he just played it to perfection.
Yeah, blew everyone away.
Including himself.
Unfortunately, he did, because I would have loved to see what he could have done in the future after this movie.
Obviously, he was in line to be in Rises. Not fucking Rises.
No, yeah, was he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was meant to have a cameo at least.
I don't know too much about that, but...
he was meant to be an Arkham inmate.
I mean, especially after how good he was in Dark Knight, if he had still been alive, they definitely would have put him into Rises, because...
You would have had to.
I mean, everyone would have wanted that. And, yeah.
And the way they ended the movie left it open for him to come back. Obviously, he didn't die or anything, just got hung upside down.
Thoughts on Christian Bale as Batman?
Doesn't come close to Clooney, but overall, no, it's not bad.
I love Christian Bale as an actor, actually. I think he's probably one of the best actors.
We were talking about this the other day, like such a dynamic
one of the best actors of the 2000s. And I don't know, but just... He doesn't really... his Batman just a bit too over the top for me.
Yeah.
The voice is just a bit much, but, you know, it doesn't really take away from the movie or anything, but it's pretty much a meme.
I don't think it would be... I don't know if this is a controversial opinion, but I think Heath Ledger's performance was so good that it dragged this movie up another level. I don't think it would be renowned as, like you said, one of the best superhero movies of all time.
If it wasn't for him. But I don't know, because, like, that is part of the movie.
Yeah, but I feel like if someone else had played that, like that role, and it just didn't have the same effect, it wouldn't be as big as it is.
I don't know.
Personal opinion.
I think just everything came together to just make it a perfect movie. So, yeah. Highest grossing movie of the year, obviously. A lot of hype built up from Batman Begins, which was really good, and what DC needed after their shit of the 90s, and...
Give Clooney some respect.
I mean, Clooney's proved, like, everyone that he's a great actor now, but, I mean, there's not not even talk about that.
We might as well stick on the subject of superheroes, though.
Yeah. Next up, I've got The Incredible Hulk, which I actually like.
Yeah.
So... I don't think
it's the outcast of the MCU.
Because obviously Edward Norton
got replaced
by Mark Ruffalo. So this movie.
Do you think it was a good choice, or?
Oh yeah.
Do you think if he was
Edward Norton wasn't bad at all, but
if he was given more of a chance, though, do you think it would have been fine?
Oh yeah, I think it would have been fine, but just Mark Ruffalo was good. Well, I don't know. I don't really care that much about recasting, because I like them both really. This movie is kind of just forgotten, though, and not treated like it's even canon, really.
I guess because they replaced him, it didn't feel like this movie ever happened.
Yeah.
Because Ruffalo didn't really have a backstory.
They have the general in later movies.
Yeah.
But that's literally it.
And obviously Stark's in this one.
Oh, yeah, he's in the post-credits.
No, it's not post-credits.
Is it?
No, it happens before the credits.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I don't really watch. Well, I've just been saying that this is like the forgotten movie, and I don't really watch it. But I don't hate it. I love seeing the Abomination get kicked up against a tree in his human form.
Do you think he'll ever come back to the MCU, Abomination?
I don't know. What even happened? He didn't die at the end, though.
I don't think so. No.
No clue. Probably not. I mean, I don't know why they would. Are they going to make another Hulk movie?
No, not a Hulk solo movie.
No.
I think I was reading that Hawkeye's.
It'd be weird now, because like how they've like formed, like how he's just Hulk. Like he's not a guy anymore. It'd be a bit weird.
Which we'll talk about 2019 movies at some point in the future.
Yeah, but that's fine.
But we might as well move on to the greatest movie ever made. My favourite. I say this every time, but this is genuinely my favourite movie of all time.
Yeah, this isn't a joke. Like, this is 100% serious. For him, not me.
Mamma Mia. I love this movie. My favourite ever movie.
Oh, what do you love about it?
I love the romance, the comedy, the songs, the sing-alongs, everything about it. Hate Meryl Streep.
Yeah. No one's really a good actor in this movie.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Everyone's a great actor in this movie.
Like, they are, but not in this movie.
You've got the quality singing of Dominic Cooper.
And Pierce Brosnan!
Yes. Pierce Brosnan seals the show at one point.
He's the greatest singer I've ever heard in a movie.
Oh, when you hear me, darling, can't you hear me, SOS?
Just, if you've watched it, you know.
I just love this movie.
I think they were more just determined to cast good actors over singers, obviously. They didn't care about the singing, really. But just like...
I think they got all the songs they needed to into this movie. I think it works so well. Just if you're a middle-aged woman in 2008 and myself, you would have loved to see this movie.
The only guy you would ever see in a Mamma Mia cinema.
But yeah, I went and saw this movie. I ditched class last year and went and saw Mamma Mia 2. That's how much I love this franchise. And I pray for a Mamma Mia 3.
I thought you didn't like 2.
I didn't really like 2. I still hope for a 3 though.
Yeah.
And it's not that I didn't like 2, it's just that I preferred 1.
I just, I don't know. Not really into musicals, and especially not...
But I think there's, like, for someone like you, there's still memes in this movie that you can get. That you can get. The beach.
Howard Stark.
Yeah.
Speaking of Marvel, Howard Stark is in this movie.
Well, Dominic Cooper is.
Yeah.
Plays his character to perfection. Amanda Seyfried, best vocalist in the movie.
Only good singer in the movie.
She does. She's real good. Obviously gets a more prominent role in the second one.
Wouldn't know.
Well, you should watch it. We will do a review of that one day.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'll have to watch it at some point, I guess.
It's October the 5th today, if I'm not mistaken.
Too true.
Well, Bjorn Again, the ABBA tribute band, is in Auckland right now performing. I was going to get tickets to it and fly out for this weekend. That's how much I love Mamma
instead
Mia.
he decided to record just talking about it instead.
Yep, I'll still listen to it tonight.
Is that... Do you want to... I mean, it's your favourite movie of all time.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, what else can you say? It's just... it's not going to be many people's favourite movie apart from myself. It's not a good movie.
When did you first see this movie?
Probably 2008.
Oh, did you? You didn't go to the movies to see the first one, though, did you?
I might have, honestly.
Why would you have?
I don't know. I have a feeling I went to see this in cinema.
I didn't. I don't even think I've watched the whole movie.
I've watched this movie so many times. We have it on DVD right over here if we want to watch it. This is the end of our recording. We'll see you next time. We're going to watch Mamma Mia.
That Mamma Mia copy is going to be put in the garbage disposal tonight.
Alongside the cat.
Yeah. Oh, fuck the cat.
Speaking of garbage disposals.
What?
Cloverfield.
I love Cloverfield.
Yeah. It's not my favourite movie of all time. It's not Mamma Mia. Therefore, it's trash.
I mean, a lot of trash is left in the streets following... Okay, so Cloverfield is a found footage movie, which I think instantly turns a lot of people off because, even me, I don't really like found footage movies, but I actually love Cloverfield. I think it's easily the best found footage movie ever made. It's pretty much just Godzilla. There's a massive monster and people are running around the streets trying to avoid it, and just, I like it.
I mean, I've only ever really seen this movie on TV.
Yeah, I watched it I watched it before 10 Cloverfield Lane, which came out a few years ago, and so I just watched this one. None of the Cloverfield movies are really related at all, but I just decided to watch it, and directed by Matt Reeves, who is doing The Batman next year.
Is Keanu's younger brother.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves in an alternate dimension, much like the Cloverfield movies, alternate dimensions, I think. No one knows. That's what I have to say about that.
So Cloverfield kind of leads to the end of the world.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a clusterfuck.
In an alternate dimension.
Haven't really.
Well, let me set the scene. In an alternate dimension.
Yeah, okay. In
an alternate dimension, humans destroy the planet. And there's nothing left but a tiny wee square robot called Wally to protect it.
Yeah.
Everything else breaks. He's the only one alive. He loves old human things. I love this movie.
Yeah, real good. I think the first half is actually so great because there's no talking for the whole thing, and you're still entertained
so
just by watching this robot do random shit.
Yeah.
That just goes to show, I think, how much of a good movie it is. And then the second half is really just like a metaphor of like humans like becoming more dependent on their social media. Like they're all overweight, and these chairs that move for them have robots that do everything for them, which, you know, that's actually a possible future.
Definitely a contrast to what's going on at the moment in terms of like climate change and stuff like that.
So
like you have to protect the world until it's gonna die soon.
That's what I like about Pixar, though. They've always got relevant themes in their movies.
Like Brave.
Never seen Brave. I think it's the only Pixar movie I haven't seen.
Well, not a true fan.
Is it even Pixar? Or was it just Disney?
Who knows?
Fucking who
Wasn't that
cares?
good.
But we're talking about Wally.
Falls in love
With
Eve.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
it's a great movie.
Yeah.
There's not much else you can really say.
Yeah, it is. I mean, all Pixar movies are
good.
Okay, no.
What?
Cars 2 sucks.
No.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Cars 2 is shit.
I love Cars 2.
Well,
You're just such a negative Nancy.
you know, I think I don't care. I don't even care. I stand by that I hate Cars 2, and I think a lot of people do. So,
but Wally is a good movie.
Speaking of, let me think of a transition.
Speaking of vampires.
Yeah, speaking of vampires, we had Twilight in 2008. Obviously, a big cultural phenomenon.
Team Jacob.
Okay, here's the thing, because you know that I watched all the Twilight movies recently, and like originally when I watched them when I was younger, just when they came out, I watched each one, and I hadn't watched them since then.
Mm-hmm.
I was always Team Jacob, but then it has nothing to do with this movie because Jacob's in it for about 2 minutes and he's got long hair. And
he's still Team Jacob.
Oh, in the future movies, if you rewatch it, he's such a creep. Like, he's literally Kevin Spacey.
Name my daughter after the fucking Loch Ness Monster.
Just all the Twilight movies have some of the best dialogue, and when I say best, I just mean the most funny, shit that you've ever seen. Kristen Stewart is fucking bad in this as well. Such a bad performance. Just the character of Bella is just dead. She's literally she is more dead than a vampire. She walks around and is soulless, and
she's pretty much Ginger.
Yeah, perfect comparison. And the vampires in this movie, I don't really. I don't know. I don't know.
I haven't seen the second or third.
Second one, I think.
I've read the books.
I don't know. They're all pretty bad. I think the first one's probably the best one, because it feels
fresh.
I honestly don't even know. Like, the Twilight movies are just. They're not made for me.
They're made for teenage girls.
They're made for 10-year-old girls who
get off to vampires and werewolves.
Yeah, and this ruined a lot of. This is like 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey was a great movie.
Actors ruined their reputations by starring in them, and now are making comebacks. And not so much from 50 Shades of Grey, but
they're making more 50 Shades movies.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh. It makes bank for 40-year-old with females.
I have only seen the first two, and I'm ashamed to even say that.
Well, great soundtrack.
Fuck no. Oh, no. They're all the same. They're all the same songs.
Who cares?
But
lots
of fighting.
Twilight. Lots of fighting in Twilight.
We got Batman and Charlie's Angel as the main characters.
What a world we live in.
Fucking, I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say about this movie.
Well, there was lots of fighting. This was going to be my transition.
The vampires in it, they sparkle in the sun, but you can't even tell.
Well, don't vampires die in the sun?
No, not in this movie.
Well, this movie's done.
They slightly sparkle.
Speaking of sparkling, fireworks, which is what Po, the Kung Fu Panda, uses to get and to become the Kung Fu.
I love Kung Fu.
This is a great movie.
Jack Black. Yeah, this is my favourite non-Pixar movie, probably. Animated.
Is this DreamWorks?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, actually, no, it's not. I mean, yeah, it is DreamWorks, but I love Shrek 2 just a bit more than this.
Oh, yeah.
But Kung Fu Panda's really good. Jack Black's funny as, and just really fun.
Great kids. Well, not even great kids movies. Just great movie for the whole family.
I think every animated movie, like DreamWorks and Pixar, just everyone can
There's like a
enjoy.
few jokes in there for the adults to pick up on as well. Like
Poe played by Jack Black, is a
Fat Panda who was the son of a goose.
Yeah, I think they expand, like, in the future movies, he's not, like, he has some background, but I have only seen the first one, so, not good of me, but...
it's an underdog story.
Yeah, he wants to basically be a kung fu master, but he's a noodle
Fat,
cook.
yeah. Fat,
And
overweight.
not capable of really doing it, but he is destined to be the dragon warrior, so...
Until he uses food to train with Master Shifu.
What is it? The dumplings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Master Shifu, actually, Master Oogway, that
Turtle.
is my favourite character.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he's in it for about 5 minutes. But
And then he dies.
he's just like an old shriveled dick.
Most turtles or tortoises are.
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda, really good. I think we're going to blast through these movies a bit more just because we have so
have a
many to
fuckload.
talk about. Get Smart, we got Michael Scott himself as Maxwell Smart, Steve Carell,
And the Great Khali.
and the Great Khali, and the Rocket in this movie.
The
The Great Khali, the greatest wrestler and TikTok profile that you'll ever see
Over
anywhere.
1 million followers.
How? What does he post? Have you seen his...
Oh
my god.
His tongue's so big it swells out of his
head
mouth.
is fucking huge. Indian.
But yes, this is obviously a remake of the
Yeah.
olden days show.
Yeah.
Um,
I used to watch it a lot when I was younger. I haven't seen it in a while, but
I just remember it used to be on Raw all the time. They used to be promoting it.
yeah, probably because The Rock was in it.
And the Great Khali.
Oh yeah, fucking hell.
You forget.
Fuck, I already forgotten 5 seconds after we're talking about him.
But no, it's a funny movie.
Yeah,
I love Steve Carell,
yeah, me too.
mainly from The Office and the 40-year-old version.
I just love him in everything.
Yeah,
So
I was just pointing at some notable roles.
pretty much every Steve Carell thing I enjoy, and Get Smart is no exception. Yeah.
Speaking of movies that were rebooted from olden days, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, well, like, this is a sequel, but
But it was brought back from the dead.
yeah, and it just doesn't really feel like an Indiana... It's a lot
Because
like...
Indiana Jones
It's
was
a lot like
4,000 years old.
It's like a Star Wars prequel, in my opinion. Like,
But if 40-year-old Mark Hamill was still the main character, portrayed as a young Padawan.
What?
Well, a young Jedi.
Okay.
But
I don't...
good movie.
Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I think a lot of people hate. I don't really like. It's fine to me. Like, you
Yeah.
know, it's
It's a
but-
part of your childhood.
I think it's just like the story is what I'm meaning is more like prequel-esque. It's not really. It doesn't feel like an Indiana Jones movie. It
Yeah.
feels a bit too much. Don't hate Shia LaBeouf as his son.
I love Shia LaBeouf and everything.
Yeah, I actually do quite like him.
Shia LaBeouf.
Good rapper, if you don't know. Good freestyler. And fucking Indiana Jones survives a nuclear bomb by getting in a fridge.
Yes, which is possible.
Apparently.
They tested it on Mythbusters once.
Did they actually?
Well, probably not. Probably not going to be able to
With a real
test it.
nuclear
Yeah.
bomb, yeah. But I went to this movie twice in cinemas, I remember.
Yeah, I think we were saying this before. We went for your
Yeah.
8th birthday or something like that.
Haven't seen it that many times, so maybe I'll either like it more or less next
when you
time I watch
rewatch
it.
yeah.
But for now, it's fine. And speaking of sequels that a lot of people think suck this time, including me, Quantum of Solace,
James
which
Bond.
is a James Bond movie that is just... I've watched once and had no desire to ever watch again, and that's all I have to say about that.
I'm so glad they replaced James Bond with a female.
Yeah. I hope every character of every franchise gets replaced by a female.
Yeah, I do too.
Iron Man, move along, it's Iron Woman. Because you need the woman to save the men around here. Especially when it comes to X-Men and Charlie's Angels.
You mean ex-woman?
Yeah. Shout out Jennifer Lawrence, you feminist.
Onto a movie that has a female lead. Well, a bitch's lead. No, it's a male dog. But he does have a ginger owner, ginger female owner.
Miley Cyrus? I swear the voice is Miley Cyrus.
Probably.
Let's have a fact check. John
Travolta
is the voice of Bolt.
Which is a good movie.
I've seen it one time.
It's not very memorable. I've seen it more than once.
It's good ratings. Is it Miley Cyrus? It fucking is. Miley Cyrus as Penny and John Travolta as Bolt. Probably his last respectful role that he's ever done.
Oh, when did Hairspray come out?
Oh, actually, I think 2007 maybe.
Oh.
I'll fact check that real quick. Yeah, Bolt, I don't remember. I think I watched in primary school.
I enjoy it. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, Hairspray 2007.
Yeah. But no, Bolt's a good movie.
Bolt's fine, good. But one of my favourite comedies is Tropic Thunder with Ben Stiller.
Such a loaded cast.
Yeah, Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., Matthew McConaughey, Tom Cruise, so many actors.
Jimmy Fallon.
Is he? He should be if he's not. Tropic Thunder is so funny. Basically, it's like all these like A-list actors are filming this movie in Vietnam that's like a Vietnam War movie, but then they're actually caught in the middle of like a
war.
Yeah, pretty much. And they think it's all part of the movie, which is where a lot of the comedy comes in.
Never go full retard.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is a black man. No, he is playing an Australian actor playing a black man who stays in character for the entire movie, and it is phenomenal. And Tom Cruise is also, he is the manager, I think, of the company for the movie, and he is just so funny in this movie. He's like wearing a fat suit and just has some of the funniest lines. What am I saying?
Bit of a different side to
I
Cruise.
don't know.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise just shows he can do everything, and Tropic Thunder, real fun movie.
Speaking of fun movies, Step Brothers, very funny movie.
Seen it once. Everyone says it's their favourite comedy that I've ever talked to in my life.
But it is a good movie.
Everyone's obsessed with Step Brothers. I liked it when I watched it, but it just, people hype it up so much that I was like, oh, it's alright. But yeah.
It's obviously starring Will Ferrell,
like
John C. Reilly.
Yeah. So, who else? I can't remember. But, anything to say about
it's a very quotable movie.
Step Brothers? I don't remember anything.
You haven't seen it much.
Because I've seen, like, pretty much all these movies, but most of them I've seen, like, one time. Or just not for a long time.
I don't know. Step Brothers is just a fun movie to watch if you want to have a bit of a laugh. It's not the best comedy of all time, like some people say, but it's fun.
Joaquin Phoenix apparently has watched this movie more than any other movie.
What, Step Brothers?
Said it on Jimmy Fallon today.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh, well, there you go.
So it must be good.
Joker review coming after this?
I
think we've said that in the last 3 videos.
Yeah. But
it's true. It is coming.
Who cares? I can't read. Hellboy 2. I love the Hellboy movies. The first 2, never going to watch the remake, reboot, re-sequel that came out this year.
Fair enough.
Love Hellboy 1 and 2. Ron Perlman's great. Love the practical effects and, like all the makeup and shit. Just looks so good. Way better than CGI in my opinion.
Yep.
Use that any day. And again, just a real entertaining movie. And that's just... Should we speed fire some?
Yep. The wrestler,
Mickey Rourke punched Chris Jericho in the face at WrestleMania 25, knocked him out with one punch. Shout out Big Show.
I want to talk a bit about this movie quickly.
Oh yeah, if you
good movie. Mickey Rourke plays a wrestler has been wrestling for ages and ages, and then he's making like one final comeback because his life turns to shit. It's a very good, as wrestling fans, it's a good depiction of what life as an indie wrestler is like.
Interesting to see like a depiction of behind the scenes as well for wrestlers.
I think there's heroin addiction.
I've seen like parts of the movie. Like I've never watched the full thing.
It talks about addiction. He has an estranged relationship with his daughter.
Yeah.
Very similar to like the life of Jake the Snake Roberts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you're not really sure what happened. It kind of ends on a cliffhanger. He has his one final retirement match, and he goes to do one final move, and if he does this move, he will die. And then it just kind of shows him doing the
Hopefully
move.
Shane McMahon follows. And
Becky Lynch
Yeah.
and Seth Rollins. Fuck you, Becky Lynch.
Hell in a Cell prediction / rant on Becky Lynch coming in soon as well.
Yep.
The Happening next. Have you ever seen this?
No.
So yesterday, or whenever it was, when we did the 1999, I mentioned that The Sixth Sense, M. Night Shyamalan, drove his career into the ground with some of his movies, and that this is the purest example. The Happening, I have to show you some shit from this movie. Basically, it stars Mark Wahlberg and just the funniest. Everything in this movie is so non-intentionally funny.
Yep.
It's basically all the plants around the world are releasing this toxin that makes people kill themselves.
Yep.
And it's just the funniest shit I've ever seen. And Mark Wahlberg in this movie plays a science teacher, and it is some of the greatest shit I've ever seen.
This thing has been escalating all day. Smaller and smaller populations have been setting this off. They react to human stimulus. Maybe people are setting off the plants? Here it comes!
Don't you let go of my hand!
Just going to talk in a very positive manner, giving off good vibes. We're just here to use the bathroom. And then we're just gonna leave. I hope that's okay.
Planning on stealing something?
No, ma'am, we're not.
Plan on murdering me in my sleep?
What? No.
I don't know how to do this movie justice without you saying it, but it is just one of the fucking funniest movies ever.
Unintentionally funny, though.
All the acting in it is just so bad and hilarious. It's like those fucking people you were showing me the other day, who are they? Remember you showed me that video of that guy making the video? You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Not at all, no.
You showed me the video of those people.
Oh, yeah, I do know what you're talking
it's
about
like
now.
that.
Yeah.
It's like acting on that level.
We can't put that video in.
No, I don't even know what it is anyway.
It was a student project.
Speaking of actors
That
and
people
movies,
don't really find funny.
Adam Sandler and You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
I enjoyed this movie.
Have never seen it.
It's pretty much Zohan is a spy in his old country. He goes to the United States and he becomes a hairdresser.
Cool. What is it? Jumper, starring Anakin Skywalker, the only other movie I've ever seen him in, and I think he's ever done.
I think he's dead now.
Huh?
I think he's dead now.
Yeah, might be. Might have.
Rest in peace, Hayden Christensen.
You know, that Star Wars killed his career. But this movie, I actually like this movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's alright. I don't think it's a great movie, but I just like it. He's a teleporter, and Samuel L. Jackson actually is this guy who captures people who can teleport
How
around.
though? Because Anakin killed.
Yeah, I know. Anakin killed him, but he's somehow here, and he's got white hair.
Well, no, he hasn't. Well, I suppose he has white hair in Ant-Man.
Yeah, he must have.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, Lawrence L. Jackson. The L in Samuel L. Jackson stands for Lawrence.
We might as well just talk about the Star Wars movie quickly, the Clone Wars movie.
Oh yeah, definitely went to see this for my birthday.
I definitely remember this because I remember you got Wii Star Wars figures.
Don't think I've ever seen it since then.
I mean, I feel like we've played the game.
Yeah.
As sacrifice instead of watching the movie.
A lot of people have said that this movie is not good because this was supposed to be episodes of the show, and then they just shoved them together to make a movie. But I was right. I can imagine that, but I was too young when I saw this movie, and I don't remember really.
You just remember it being Star Wars.
That just sounds accurate.
Yeah.
So the show's great though. I've watched a lot of episodes, never consecutively, but just random shit from the Clone Wars show, and that's real good. Coming back with Disney Plus, so looking forward to that.
We'll be doing some reviews from that. We'll be investing in a subscription.
And what's next? I can't read.
Rambo, an old man, an old gangster man.
Sylvester Stallone,
the Italian stallion from Big Mouth.
Yeah. This is my favourite Rambo movie. I've only seen the first one, but this one's just a straight up action movie where he's just killing people the whole movie, and that's what I wanted to see. And another Rambo movie came out this year that I haven't seen.
Speaking of old men that kill people, Taken came out in 2008. Liam Neeson hates black people, but he doesn't.
First action movie with him, was it? Kind of like this.
Well, Star
after
Wars.
this, but like this is like straight action, and after this, he's done pretty much just action movies.
Yeah. Taken's a good movie.
Taken's- yeah,
obviously.
I like it a lot.
His daughter.
Shit sequels, but yeah, the first movie, his daughter gets taken, and
Who would've
he has to find her, but he will find you and he will kill you.
And he gets her on a boat. That's what I remember.
And there's sex traffickers and drugs.
Harvey Weinstein.
He probably did produce this, so
Wouldn't surprise me.
we got. What one do you want to talk about next?
We'll do Love Guru quickly, the movie that killed Mike Myers' career.
Yeah, Mike Myers has literally done like his Bohemian
So many
Rhapsody
good
cameo
funnies.
since this.
So many good funnies, so many good movies.
And then this one.
And then just killed his career. I mean, he's done Shrek and stuff.
I remember, again, I watched this once and it was just one of the most...
Yeah.
It was shit. It was just so bad. Not funny at all. It seemed like he was trying to do like a Borat kind of like Bruno thing or something like that, but it just didn't really work and wasn't funny.
And he literally has done nothing.
Pretty much killed his career. It's crazy how like one movie can kill your career. Like just you do one bad thing.
Yeah.
But
one good thing was superhero movie.
Superhero movie is, if you've ever seen the Scary Movie franchise, which is parody
Scary movies.
Superhero movie does the same with superhero movies.
Superhero movie would have been so much better suited to now.
Yeah, this
When
would
there
be
was-
the
yeah.
perfect movie to come out now.
Just because there was like 3 superhero movies that had come out.
I
this
love
year
this
alone.
movie so much. I've
Yeah.
seen it so many times.
Drake Bell,
as he's
superhero.
like his character is pretty much a parody of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And this movie's mainly parodying Spider-Man. It's really funny. I just like the scary movies are all pretty dumb. Like that's all pretty. But I just think it's cracker.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of into that.
Should we do some honourable mentions?
Yeah, we got some honourable mentions as well. Yes Man with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
If you've seen Liar Liar, you've seen this movie, but
Yeah.
I really like this movie anyway. He can't say no to anything and just ends up in a bunch of random situations. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, a movie I think is really good.
Jason Segel.
He tries to forget Sarah Marshall by going away on holiday, only to find that she's there with her new lover, Russell Brand, he's one of my favourite characters ever in a movie, in this movie.
This is the under the table phone that you and Tooth fucking froth over.
Yeah, yes. Russell Brand in this movie is just so good. He's like a rock star and is so funny.
Wait, so when's the movie coming out?
It came out.
It was already released.
Oh.
Well, you know, it's an island. It's isolated.
Yeah.
Movies don't really come out here.
Obviously.
Did you like it?
The movie?
Yeah.
It was...
Awful bloody film. I see it's just ridiculous premise. What would happen if your mobile phone killed you?
Hancock, Will Smith, another superhero movie.
Not as much. It is a superhero movie, but not in the defined.
It's kind of like a dark comedy. Like he's like a drunk hobo superhero, doesn't want to save anyone.
Call me asshole one more time.
Yeah, that is the most memorable scene from the movie. Is it good? I don't know if it's good or not.
I don't think so.
It's probably like most Will Smith movies now.
He just plays
average.
himself, yeah.
Slumdog Millionaire, I think this was like the Oscar movie of
Yeah.
2008, I'm pretty sure, that won all of them.
Yep, starring M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
He wins...
Aladdin.
Yeah. Wins
How to Be a Millionaire,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Sure, it's a good movie. I'm not sure if I've seen it, though.
I think he falls in love with a girl, and then he wins
Sure,
the
it's
money.
fun.
I just remember there's people on a train, stuff like that.
We got The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which is a movie with Brad Pitt where he, I think, reverse ages or something.
That sounds about right.
Sure, it's good.
So he just time travels, pretty much.
Yeah, what did I write over there? The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Oh!
Joe's Gas Chambers.
Yeah. The boy has a funny name.
Schmoll. I remember because anytime anyone got a buzz cut at school, they'd be called Schmoll. And I'm grabbing your phone.
Horton Hears a Who, Madagascar 2.
Yeah, a few animated movies. What are your thoughts on the Madagascar franchise?
Madagascar's good. The first movie was the best.
Easily, and then the other two are just fine.
Just
I
money
think.
grabs.
But they're not bad.
No.
And
Horton Hears a Who's a good movie.
yeah. I
enjoy it.
Steve Carell is
Again.
the midget on the flower or whatever it is.
The Who.
The Who. He is the Who that Horton hears.
Horton is an elephant with big ears, and he is a little civilization on a flower.
We are ending on the best movie. This is just the last movie I wrote down. Role Models, which is a movie starring Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, and Steve Stifler from American Pie.
Paul Rudd, also known as the real-life Benjamin Buttons, because he never ages.
Yeah, pretty much. Role Models is a real good comedy. What's it about? These two guys have to do, like, this community service by looking after young kids. They have to, like,
Spacey.
Yeah. No, they have to, like, supervise a kid each to, like, prove that, like, so they don't go to jail or something. But it's actually really good. I like it. And is that it? We've just fired through them.
That's a good... Well, we've done about 40 minutes of talking.
Have we?
Yeah. Surprisingly. But 2008 was a good year. I think the ones that we talked about, there's just such a stacked list.
Yeah, like... We could just be here all day if we went into depth.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many more that we didn't talk about as well.
And I think my biggest problem with this year is that since most of these movies are so recent and like when the internet was available, they've been talked about so much already that it's hard to really say anything new about any of them. That everyone's just said their piece. So, but 2008. A lot of good movies. A lot we didn't mention, but there were just so many. We just picked the main ones we felt like talking about, really. Yeah. Well, The Dark Knight's obviously the standout, I'd say.
And Mamma Mia, obviously.
Yeah.
Best movie of all time.
But what were you going to say?
What year do we have lined up next for movies?
I think 2014. I'm thinking 2014. If you want a quick preview of 2014...
You're not going to get one, because we're going to save it for 2014 video. Yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah. We'll save it for the intro, which is kind of our thing, you know.
Yeah, that we're trying to go with.
It's going to be like our trademark shit that we do.
But we hope you enjoyed this video.
Searched up the year. Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. A lot more big budget blockbuster movies
that we have connections with.
Compared to especially the last 2 years we've been talking about, like, look at it, like Iron Man, Dark Knight, Hulk.
Mamma Mia.
Yeah, Mamma Mia, the biggest
Wally,
movie
Kung
of all
Fu
time.
Panda, yeah.
So,
just some great
different,
movies.
like, a different variety of movies, but different, like I said, I just love The Dark Knight, one of my favourite movies. Remember the first time I ever saw it in cinemas, and just fucking...
Great year for movies.
Yep, is that it? What do you have to say?
Yeah, I've been Kleis.
I've been Callen.
Hope you enjoyed.
42 minutes later. See ya.
See ya, bye.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.